Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on Facebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy and insane ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us a returning guest, Mr. Eugene Kontz. Welcome back to the show, Eugene.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you for having me back on the show.
So Eugene, let's talk about how your racing season panned out. What'll happen this racing season for you?
Well, I was running good races up until I got put into the wall.
Okay.
I got put in the wall, and on the back stretch, just before turn 3, I rolled my car from 4 wheels to the roof of the car, then back on 4 wheels, and I was literally knocked out.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I suffered from a mild concussion from it.
Did they have to cut the roof off the car then to get you out, or?
Nope. I crawled out on my own.
Okay.
So I guess that was a plus.
Oh yeah, that was a plus. Definitely a plus. So Eugene, then were you able to get your car fixed and go back out, or were you just pretty much done for the season?
I right back out there the following weekend.
Okay, and what happened the following weekend then?
The following weekend was almost a repeat of the weekend before.
Oh boy.
The week that I rolled my car, I had steel rim on. I was running regular steel rims on my car.
Okay.
Stock rims, and the center of the rim blew out on me. And coming in turns 3 and 4, it blew out on me. So
oh boy.
Then later on that night when I rolled, I got put into the wall and rolled.
Oh boy.
And then the following weekend, it was like the same thing, except I blew the center of my rim out up in turns 1 and 2. And they pulled me into the infield. I said, drop me right here. I'm not rolling my car tonight.
Oh boy. So 2 weeks after that, did you do any better, or?
I was scared. I was running scared for the rest of the season. August, the first weekend of August, that Sunday, the first weekend of August, I was out in Gaines, Pennsylvania, out to a family reunion, and I borrowed a camper, something like a Winnebago camper, to go on my family reunion.
Okay.
And I came back Sunday. I wasn't going to race, but I thought, well, if I get back in time, I might be able to get a race in. So I got back in time, and I was tired, exhausted, overheated. I came back to my house, unloaded the camper, cleaned it all out, wiped everything down, returned the camper to up. I live in Hazelhurst, Pennsylvania, and I returned the camper back up in Kane, Pennsylvania. Then I went from Kane, Pennsylvania back to Rue, where my car was at. I had about 20 minutes work that I had to touch up onto it before I went back up to the track up to Bradford Speedway.
Okay.
And I got that done, strapped the car down, got my gear together. 5 minutes, I was at the racetrack. And I probably shouldn't have been. I probably should never raced that night. I got up that night and I was running good race. I was running 4th, 5th, maybe 4th, 5th, maybe 6th even. I don't know. I can't remember. And I came out of turns 3, 1 and 2, and back in my car was sliding. And I had my wheels cramped hard to the right. I hit the wall again.
Oh boy.
But I didn't flip it. I reached down, shut my car off because I knew it wasn't moving. I reached down, shut my fan off, reached up and turned my ignition off. I gave the track guy a thumbs up saying I was all right, and I put my head down because I said, I can't believe I just hit the wall again. So the guy, one of the track officials were yelling at me, and I'm yelling at him, giving a thumbs up, telling him I'm all right. And then all of a sudden said, red flag, he's not moving.
Oh boy.
And then the track owner came over and said, you were knocked out. I said, no, I wasn't knocked out. I'm tired, exhausted, it's hot in here. I shouldn't have been racing today. He said, well,
Yeah.
you can't get back. He said, you can't get back until you get cleared by the doctor. But, you know, I had the paperwork right here on my stand
Yep.
saying I'm cleared to race.
Yeah.
But I refused to take it back up to him because I repeatedly told him I was not knocked out. He'd swears up and down I was knocked out, and I wasn't knocked out.
Wow. 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 Wow.
So, but my plans are for next year is expanding out
Okay.
away from my local track.
Okay. So expanding out, what are you talking about expanding out? Like going out of the state or expanding out through the state?
I'm going to go to a couple tracks one's on the state line. It's called State Line Speedway.
Okay.
And then the other one is another place up in New York State where Tammy Watson goes at.
Okay.
And there's a place over by Du Bois, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
There's 3 places I plan on going this year or next
Okay.
year.
Okay. So do you have kind of like a paint scheme that you're going to go with for your car for next year? Or are you kind of been thinking about that?
What, the paint?
Yep.
I'm not quite sure yet. I had talked to the wife and the kids about that because I go with my wife, my kids want. I mean, my colors has always been red or else blue
Okay.
or else red and black. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for next year just yet. I'm gonna try to have at least 3 cars, 2 cars for sure. I'm working on 3, maybe 4 cars, but have backup cars. You know.
Okay. 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 Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. You're going to be all set for next year then. You're going to be ready to rock and roll it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got 1 car in my backyard. It's got to go up to a friend's house. He's gonna pull the motor and stuff out one, put it in the other one for me, and put the cage and stuff in it for me. And he's pretty reasonable about it. And I bought the car off from him, and 2 cars off from him, and they're my Toyota Celicas.
Okay.
And he's gonna build them for me. And as I said, the price is within my range.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I'm rebuilding my Sunfire. I bought another Sunfire.
Okay.
And it's got 2200 push rod motor in it now.
Okay.
The car I bought, and it's got automatic into it. So I'm pulling that motor out of it, and transmission out of it, and I'm putting by taking the transmission out of my other car with a secret motor.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And then I have
Yeah. So Eugene,
go ahead.
go ahead. I'll just let you go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
And then I have another secret weapon that I'm getting from a friend of mine from Du Bois, Pennsylvania. And I'm getting the car pretty cheap. I might be if I can find him a truck or something, small enough truck where he can haul stuff with, he's gonna swap me his everyday driven car, which matches with the race car he's got. He blew the motor up in last year. I was supposed to get this year, but the motor he's got in his everyday car is gonna go in his racing car. So
Okay.
that's another little secret weapon I'm working on right now. So
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So Eugene, you're looking at expanding out next year. So you're looking kind of anxious for that adventure?
yes, I am, Josh. I'm very anxious about it. I'm really excited about State Line. I raced there before a couple times before. I was a little upset the last time I was there, but I mean, I ran my laps. I had to go back to the B main, and I walk up, check the board, and I'm like walking back to my car to get in the car so I can get ready to go up, and the car's already going on the track and already started already. So I was upset. No warning, no driver stay in the cars, get ready for line up to the B main. Nothing. Miscommunication at State Line.
Wow. You know, a couple of years ago, I ran into that situation too. I used to help on an IMCA hobby stock team, and when they would have sport compacts, which is which is different, which is kind of the same as your division.
Yeah,
out here. Okay, out here. But the thing is when we had, it was called the they had a special tour race. I can't remember what the name it was, but anyway, things were goofed up that night. And when sport compacts were ready to go out and do hot laps, we had a friend of ours that ran a sport compact, and he was parked right next to us. And they didn't let us know when hot laps were starting as far as for sport compacts. So he got ready to, he was standing there and all at once sport compacts were on the track and he's like, no communication whatsoever as to when we're supposed to take the track. And I'm just like, yeah, this is crazy. They needed to do a better job of communication.
Yes, definitely. That's one thing that even the local track here, Bradford Speedway, they need to do that to be more, because you want to go out and do hot laps, but you don't come down and say, hey, hot laps, get ready, line up, get up here and shoot. Because by the time you get in the car and everything, hot laps are already over with, you know? It's like,
oh yeah.
where's the communication at here?
Exactly. And, you know, normally when we get ready to do hot laps at our track, then we have like a driver's meeting after hot laps, and then it's moves right into heat races. And there was times like, man, you know, this is kind of a goofed up situation as far as how they have the heat races set up and stuff like that. It was quite interesting. Yeah.
Because our we have our meeting, our drivers meeting at 5:30. Bradford is at 5:30.
Okay.
And then after that, then they'll say, all right, everybody, you know, they'll say, get ready for hot laps. They don't say what class is going up for hot laps or anything. And then
now they kind of at our track, they kind of figured it out that, okay, when we get ready for hot laps, they're like, okay, line up for sport compact hot laps with hobby stocks to follow. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah. So they've kind of gotten kind of more intelligent about it. There you go.
That's good. There you go.
Yes.
Yep.
So Eugene, so you got your car put away for the season then, or?
Yep, we got it all put away. I got it winterized.
Okay. So when it comes to winterizing your race car, what do you all have to do to winterize your race cars?
Make sure the most important part is make sure you have antifreeze in the block of your motor.
Okay.
And that's one thing I do. I make sure I sometimes I mean, for the past 3 years anyway, I change my oil before winter too. I mean, I don't know why.
Okay.
I'm not running the car or anything, you know. I change the oil and then I drain all the coolant, whether it's got coolant into it or if it's just got water into it. And a lot of people run water in theirs, and I run coolant in mine. I drain it all out. I put 50-50 coolant back into it. Just like I would my regular daily driving vehicle.
Because I know, you know, with hobby stocks too, they do that also. But then also, you know, for weekly maintenance, we have hobby stocks. They have like an air filter on top, and they normally change those air filters out every 3 to 4 race nights. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, being the compacts, I mean, you change them out if they start getting dirty. Definitely have to change them out, or clean them and then spray them with the oils and stuff.
Yeah.
Keep them cleaned up so they look nice and so they're not clustered.
Oh yes, true. So so you're working on a couple more cars for next year. So
Yes.
that's gonna be kind of cool to see more cars, you know, to help you out with your racing career, definitely. So
Yes.
Eugene, sorry that you couldn't get the rest of your racing season in. You know, it's kind of heartbreaking to see happening that you couldn't finish out the season.
Well, my car did. I didn't.
Your car did. Okay. Who drove your car for the rest of the season?
Couple friends of mine did. One friend that drove it the most is Chris Shelley from O2 Shelley Racing.
Okay.
Real good friend of mine. He drove it the most, and then he went to work. And I had to have this other guy come in and fill in for him. He done all right. I didn't watch the gas gauge. Once my gas gauge gets down to a quarter tank, it don't like quarter tank. It wants to be either 3/4 or else full.
Yeah.
And I wasn't watching it. He's out there and ran the first heat race with it. And he said something. I said, "What's wrong with the car? What were you doing to it out there?" He said, "It just cuts out in the corner when I go around the corner." I checked everything, checked all my ground wires. All my ground wires were good. And I said, "I don't know." I said, "What's the gas gauge say?" It says quarter tank. I said, "That's what the problem is then. I gotta get more gas, more racing fuel in it."
Okay.
So put more fuel into it, and once he put more fuel into it, he drove it pretty good. But
Yes.
but Chris Shelley is an amazing driver. He really is. He can take the slowest car on the track and make it up into the top running cars with it.
Okay.
And he told me, he says, I didn't think a car, when he first drove my car, he said, I didn't realize how much power that car really has until I got behind the wheel of that car and put it on the track.
All right. Yeah. So where did your car finish at in points then?
11th, I do believe.
11th. Okay. Got inside the top 20, which is good.
Yep.
Good finish for the season.
Usually I'm finished right around 15th, 18th, but
yeah.
I'm happy with 11th, 12th, I think it was.
Okay. So what are you doing now in the off season?
The garage becomes my best friend.
Okay. Yeah.
That and my kids, my family.
Okay. Do you watch any football at all, or?
Oh, Buffalo Bills all the way.
Oh boy.
Josh is looking good.
Oh yeah. But Eugene, so anxiously awaiting for your racing schedule to come out for next year and see how things are going to go for you for next year. Definitely.
Yep.
So when is your guys' Frostbuster for next year? Have they said yet?
Or what?
Your Frostbuster. When is your season kickoff for next year?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Usually around April, May, around there.
Okay. So yeah, definitely, Eugene. Just so I stop in to check in with you and see how things were going with your racing season. You'll be medically cleared to go race next year, which is going to be good. Hopefully you don't tag any more walls. Hopefully you get some top 5 finishes, which is good. Top 2 finishes, which would be better. Definitely. Yes. So yes, definitely. That would be an awesome season to get top 5s and top 2s, right?
Oh yeah, especially when I get away from my local track. I don't think I'll be running I won't run my local track at Bradford Speedway no more. I might send one of my cars up there and have somebody drive it up there for me.
Yeah.
But other than that, I personally won't drive it up there no more because I'm tired of putting money in my car every week up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. The driver gets tired of that.
Yeah,
and and with expensive racing parts nowadays, it's just like, oh man.
Right. Yeah. And with these new cars I'm putting together, I don't want to put them up there to have somebody smash them up.
That's true. That is so very true. So Eugene, have you picked up any more sponsors for next year?
Nope, just got one. Well, I had 2 this year, and that was, of course, Tammy and Joe Watson Trucking.
Yeah.
I picked him up, and then another place in Rowlett, Pennsylvania. I picked them up this year. I'll pick them up again next year. I'm hoping that to pick up some different ones. I'm gonna keep the same ones. I'm gonna keep the Watsons and the one from Rowlett, Coleman's Word for the Wise. I want to keep them up there. I want to try getting a couple more at least.
Yeah.
It's, as I said, the one Joe and Tammy's been awesome to me. They've been giving me good help. They've been there. They're like my backbone to racing.
Okay.
And my other sponsor, he's been there for me. Whenever I needed something, he tell me order it, let him know what it costs. He paid for it. And
very cool.
He's been awesome. Really totally awesome with me.
Okay, very cool. So Eugene, I just wanted to get an update as to how things were going with your racing season, that type of thing there, and getting ready to go into next year. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to be watching this racing show and you want to help Eugene out with his racing career, get a hold of Eugene Kontz Senior on Facebook, because he'd appreciate the sponsorship as he gets further into going into next year. So definitely.
Yes.
So
definitely. Yes. Any sponsor would be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, very much so. So do you have anything you want to ask me, Eugene?
How's the weather out there? before the winter starts.
It's been really cold lately. The last few days it's been cold. 50s during the day and driving down into the 30s at night. So, oh boy.
Yeah, I imagine it's starting to get chilly here in Pennsylvania too. Our leaves, we got a beautiful autumn going on right now. The leaves are turning so beautiful. I'm going to be going out here probably next day or so, and I'll get some pictures and I'll be posting them up on my Facebook page.
Okay, definitely. So Eugene, thank you for being a part of the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career, about getting an update with that and what you got plans going into next year. I will call you in just a little bit to thank you in person, definitely, but I will have you step out and I will give a little racing news update and then I will be calling you, okay?
All right, Josh, thank you. Have a good night now, brother.
You too. Thank you very much.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Are you on there?
Yeah, I gotta wait for you to step all the way out. I see your picture, but I'm waiting for you to step all the way out.
Okay, let me see how I do this. Hold on. I can't remember how I got out of this thing, Josh.
Yeah.
Let me try to snap back in. More. Oh boy. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this thing, Josh.
All right.
How about if I just shut my phone off and then I'll try back in?
You can do that. Yes, you can do that.
All right, Josh. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Okay, talk to you soon. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Eugene Kontz racing. I'd like to thank Brody Manning Motorsports for being a part of this racing show and sponsoring this racing show with me tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, definitely have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to sponsor this racing show and be a part of this racing show adventure, feel free to email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call and text me at 712-209-7138, or you can definitely go press like on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on Facebook, because that's where a lot of racing news is at. And also, ladies and gentlemen, go hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification button on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. And also continue to live life at full throttle.